Alright guys, welcome back. Half Fast 719. Well, update on my Megacab cab lights. We had 4.3 inches of rain yesterday in less than 24 hours. Anyway, yeah, it was pretty bad. Still overcast. It's a lot of rain, a lot of water. Watch my previous video that I posted actually this morning. I did just a little walk around. That toy hauler's leaking water through the air conditioning. So I went and checked the other stuff. Anyway, wanted to update you on the cab lights, see how bad they're leaking. Ready to see the damage? Oh, no damage. No leaks. Nothing in here. I think I fixed that leak that was happening back there because that's still dry to the touch. I believe it was the third brake light or maybe the satellite back there, but this is why you go with OEM lights, because they have the curvature. If you're gonna do cab lights, don't buy the aftermarket ones because they're flat. Buy OEM because they curve with the cab. So I guarantee if I had aftermarket ones, there would be leakage. I can guarantee it. Ooh. Neighbor squawking like a chicken. Anyway, I don't know if it unlocks. I think this actuator is actually broken. Let's check the man for the leakage. Well, I can see water already here. And let's see, there's no water in here. It's dust. Oh, as you can see, I started doing framing or whatever you want to call it. I am going to move all this insulation forward, because about every 2 to 3 feet, I'm going to put a little strip in there. So strip there, basically this from there to there is 8 feet. So I put the T1N sound deadening insulation stuff on the wheels. I had enough to do both wheel wells and some stuff in random spots. I did have this big foam block. 2 of those. I don't know where they came from. I want to say they came from something I ordered, and they fit there, and one there. So I glued them in. I've been doing some research on insulation. I am going to be doing foam insulation. I'm spraying foam, not like your, I think it's called Kraken insulation. Oh, those do have, I guess they do work with power. That's cool, because they were just locked earlier. Anyway, it's called Kraken something or other. I want to be able to get in. There's a video that this guy does schoolies, I guess. It's like school bus conversions, and very knowledgeable guy. It's my type of bro, and very smart. He basically goes over the concept of condensation. So a lot of people think you throw on insulation or you throw on like a water barrier, but you're still too close. Like if I just were to leave this, or if I were to use that and on there. That water vapor barrier up against the steel basically creates condensation from breathing. This is when I was in the glass glazing business. We would have homeowners always calling, especially in Colorado, saying that their windows are icing up. They would say their windows are building ice and their windows are building too much water. And it's like, if our windows produced water, we would plant our windows in the desert and have a forest, is what I used to tell them. And so that was my way of telling them the condensations come from somewhere. So we went to a class, and the class basically went through everything. Per person at night, you breathe out, exhale about a gallon of condensation in about an 7 to 10 hour sleep period. So some people go to their beds, sit a couple hours before they go to actually sleep, and then as they sleep, they produce up to a gallon of water, of moisture. Not to mention, you have, people take showers before bed, they cook and eat, boil water before bed. So it's all applies to the camper life, van life. Basically, your plan is take a shower, which my plan is I'm going to have a shower. I did order a shower pan. I'll do a video on that once I get it. It is not a shower pan. It is a washing machine, like recovery pan. It's a stainless steel pan. It's 32 inches deep, 32 inches wide. It's going to go here. I'm going to offset it from the wall. Let me get in here. Oh, so I'm going to offset it from the wall because obviously the wall curves. But anyway, it's going to be a 32 inch by 32 inch pan, and then I'll have to build a wall around it. But anyway, back to insulation. So this Havelock, there's a Havelock company. They do wool insulation. Wool insulation is a very good insulator. However, it does not protect condensation from attracting to metal. So obviously moisture is going to go to the coldest part of the vehicle, and no matter how good you have this thing sealed up, it will seep somewhere, somehow to that metal. Condensation will build up. It'll build up on the metal. So you got metal, you got wool, and you got moisture. So eventually you will build mold on wool, even though they say that you can't build mold on wool. You'll be building mold on fibers or dust particles, let's say, on the actual wool. So that's why I'm not using the Havelock insulation. So basically the guy went over everything and he convinced me to go to spray foam, because you spray foam onto the metal surface. Now you have no metal surface. Your coldest thing to attach or to attract to the metal is the foam. So the thicker you get the foam, the less that's going to attract. So in my case, my biggest condensation probably point is going to be the shower, because the pan's going to be stainless steel. The windshields are going to fog up like heck. So what I'll probably have to end up putting in, and what he went into saying, is you have to increase the dew point. So if your dew point's 53 degrees and your humidity's 80 degrees in here, you're gonna have to bring your dew point all the way up to drop the humidity. So basically, they make dehumidifiers that you can use that pull moisture out of the air, or you can use an electric heater, which is probably what I will put in here. During the winter times, I'll use an electric heater I don't want to use propane because propane off gases moisture, condensation. The diesel heater, I'm not too sure. I think the diesel heater will be good because I could be wrong. I don't know about that, so I'm not going to mention that. But I am using a diesel heater. I have my diesel heater. It's up there in the box. But yeah, so the only way you can get that Havelock insulation or a different batting insulation or even the reflective insulation that people use, the only way you can get that to work without producing mold or moisture or condensation is what he was saying is you would have to run basically air. You'd have to run dry air behind all these channels. Behind here, behind there. And then obviously hot air rises. So you would, what he suggested, if you're going to do that, would be to run hot air channels basically behind it somehow. So that's why he doesn't recommend it, because it's almost impossible to get those to work. He also did say I'm using the wrong insulation, but he did also say, I mean, I didn't ask him, he just said he wouldn't recommend this for a floor, but what he's using is the thicker, like purple insulation, which is a lot more dense, you can walk on it basically. What he's doing is throwing that just straight on the floor, not doing any of the wood slats or anything, then putting 3/4 inch plywood on top of it. So kind of this is almost the same thing. So I'm running supports in it and then going to put thin plywood on it. So I have technically 3/4 inch wood slats. So my plan is I'm going to do this, finish all this, and then take the original floor that was in here and then throw it on top because it's already cut out. It's already the wood. I'll show you guys. I mean, I think you guys already know what it is, but oh boy, I am pooped from not doing anything. But yeah, it's basically this, as long as it's not damaged from the rain. I'm going to throw this back in it. And then I'll do a vinyl flooring right on top of it. So, anyway. But yeah, so I'm going to be using Kraken, I believe, is the insulation. The spray foam insulation. It's cheap, but it's it's closed cell, dense foam, so you won't have any of that hot cold transfer, and I'll be able to get into, these valleys, basically where the little hole is right there. Just stick it in and stick it up, sprayed in all these channels, and this thing's going to be solid insulated. And then you can do the doors too. The wool stuff gets pretty heavy. I still need to adjust this door, which is why it's leaking. So, anyway. But yeah, so no leaks, other than just on that door, which is good until I install a Max Air fan. But I do have power windows for it. It's just a cheap power window thing, which I haven't unboxed. This is the diesel heater. It's exhaust. The muffler. The little plate. I don't know if I'm going to use this plate. I might use this plate because I might want to mount it. But anyway. Same heater I got in the big toy hauler, but yeah, same thing. This is $69. It's supposed to be white. I ordered a white one, got a carbon fiber one, so whatever. I don't care. I'm not going to complain. think the carbon fiber one was like $12 more expensive. Diesel tank I won't use. I'm gonna be running diesel straight out of the tank, so I'll probably have to drop the tank and attach into it. But they make they got 2 ports that come out that you can just drill the hole in and run the line in there. But anyway, I need this moisture to go away because I catch pneumonia very easily. So anyway, got water in the shipping container from these stupid fans I installed. I should have never installed these fans. So you see it's wet. Water coming in through the fan. But I think that's about all it came through. This box was on the ground, thankfully, so it sucked up all the moisture. But anyway, all right, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. I got a phone call coming in, so stay tuned for a lot more stuff on the van. I have to get ready for work, and yeah, thankfully, house didn't leak, and we're all good. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, do what you guys do. Keep being you guys. And more to come on the van. See if it works. I don't know what it's doing. It's squawking like a chicken. Alright, guys. Later.